Hi, welcome to Cajun Cooking TV Made Easy. Hi everyone, I'm Beryl Stokes with Cajun Cooking TV, and we are starting a series that's back to basics. We've done over 100 videos on YouTube, so now we're going to take a step back and go back to making some of our favorite recipes and perhaps in new ways. So tonight I'm making Mike something very special and that he loves. Anything but cheese he loves, but we're making a crab au gratin. So this past Monday, the cat was sick, I was home from work, and Mike said, do you want to go to lunch? And I was like, of course. And so we went down to our favorite Mike Anderson's for lunch, and they have lunch specials. So the lunch special for that day was a shrimp and mushroom au gratin, and it was so good. I was like, we got to cook that at home. But we're going to use lump crab meat, and I'm going to make a cheese sauce. I usually make it in a pot, but I have found the best new solution for making cheese sauce where I don't have to stand there and stir milk till it thickens up. So what we have here is a Deluxe cooking blender. This blender not only does smoothies, but it has a heating element. So it's going to heat my milk slowly, just like I would do on the stove. And then I'll add a little bit of roux to it, and that'll help thicken it up. And then we melt cheese, and voila, there's cheese sauce. I love it. So this is the first thing we need to do. I'll, of course, turn it on. Take off the top. It has a nice locking top. I have a container of half and half here, or you can use regular milk. This is how easy it is. You add the milk. All right. You can have up to 3 cups. I don't need that much cheese sauce tonight. Uh-huh. You want to know some more? All right. So we're going to lock it. Okay, so we've turned on the Deluxe cooking blender, and now I'm going to change the setting over to sauce, because we're making a cheese sauce. And it's going to cook until it gets up to 176 degrees. And so all I have to do is press the start button, and it's going to start heating and thickening up this milk for me. And now it'll do that every few minutes as the temperature builds up. It'll keep stirring the milk, so I'm not stirring it. And at about 30 minutes, here it goes again. At about 30 minutes, it'll beep, and that's when I add in a little bit of flour and butter, a roux, which I've already made. All right, so it's been about 30 minutes, and the blender had 3 beeps, and now it's showing me to add my next ingredient. And so I'm just gonna take the top off. It's really hot in there. You could either take the top or use this little chute. So I'm taking the roux we made earlier on our earlier video, and I have 3 tablespoons of roux. So I'm just pouring that into the milk. And we're going to put the top back on, and it's going to go for another 20-30 minutes. And I'll just press start, and there it goes again.
You ready to rock it?
And roll. All right. So we've gotten to the end. It's beeping. So the milk is nice and thick. It's very hot. So I have some cheese here. I just opened up the top so I can pour the cheese in to get it melted. So I use this little bag of Sargento, the 4-cheese Mexican blend. And I like this one because it has a good melting cheese in it for making queso. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off, hit cancel. And now I wanna mix it on custom blend in order to melt this cheese and mix it all together. So I'm gonna let that go for 1 minute. Okay, we're gonna remove the lid. And this, again, is really hot. And it has a little holder for the handle and right here. You don't want to touch the glass because that is really hot. Before I pour it into the crab meat, I have a little bit of Tony Chachere's here, a half a teaspoon. Just give a little kick. And I also have here a half a tablespoon of a garlic and herb mix. So it smells really good. So I'm gonna sprinkle that in there too to get some flavor. And stir that up. So I've got my crab meat, my lump. This is the lump crab meat. We got the jumbo. It's pretty expensive today, but I really wanted the jumbo lump. This was $36. I don't know how much the regular white lump crab meat was, but I splurged a little today. So I'm gonna pour some of this in here. Probably don't need all of it. Let's see. And fold in our crab meat and mix it really well. And then I have the little Pyrex Corningware, whatever you call these little casserole dishes. I put some olive oil in the bottom. This looks so good. And it smells good too. Okay, so now I'm gonna spoon this in to each one of these little dishes. And I have the oven on 400 preheated. I'm just gonna divide this up.
Action.
All right, I'm just topping it with some cheddar cheese or whatever cheese you have. Like, all right.
What are you gonna do with the green onions?
I'm gonna put them on now. So I've got some green onions. So they'll just melt into that cheese. Now we're gonna put this in the 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. I just wanna get it golden brown on top. And the cheese nice and melty. And then we'll have some crab meat au gratin. So here we go. Well, folks, we had an audio snafu on the final part, so I'll take it from here. After 15 minutes, we turn the oven to broil and brown the tops of the cheese just a minute or two, and don't walk off like I do. These look great, and they were so good. We have made crab meat au gratin before, and that recipe is on our website, and we'll put a link to it down in the description. However, on this one, we featured the Deluxe cooking blender and made the cheese sauce in it. It was so easy. I didn't have to stand at the stove and stir the cheese sauce. Well, it's time to eat, so don't forget to click on the subscribe button and that bell notification button so you can continue to catch our Back to Basics series. As always, thanks for watching Cajun Cooking TV. I'm Beryl Stokes, and we'll see you next time.